What's up, guys? Here's part two, um, or maybe the continuation of the first part. I just got done with the left door. I started this at, it was like 8:30. It's a quarter to noon. So it took me about 3 hours, but this was all my whole learning process too. I had never done this before. So let me kind of show you guys what I did here. It's like I said in the first part, there was absolutely zero information for when I was looking up how to do this. So what I did from the beginning, I said I was going to reuse that track. I reused it on the top and on the side. My bottom piece got kind of mangled, so I did cut a fresh new piece. This is the bottom piece that came out of there. Not very pretty, but yeah. So when you guys do this, all you're doing is fitting that track inside of this new little J channel, and that overlaps on. Let's go to the outside here. That overlaps to the outside. I just got done putting a bead of some black silicone. I did across the top, down the side, down on the bottom. Now, when I started this, this is going to be a whole other story about me getting this container. When I bought one, I went to the yard, I picked out, it was a really, really, really nice one. It wasn't a one tripper, but it might have been a two tripper. It was in great condition. Long story short, I got a container that, look, you can even see the bow in the roof. It looked like it got blown up and rolled down a hill from my rack. See all the dents and yeah, and I mean I painted this and insulated it and all that, but it was horrible when I got it. And so were the door seals. Now, I worked out a deal. They refunded me some of the money, and I told them, hey, the door seals are shot. If you could throw a new pair of those in, that'd be great. And they said okay. So it took them about a month for me to get the seals. This is what I got. I got all the gasket strips, and what I was expecting and what's on the container, the gaskets are all one piece. See that? That would be the corner. They're not spliced. They're molded that way. So I was a little pissed on that, because I'd much rather would have had a set of preformed molded gaskets than trying to splice them. Next up, I got this door. I'm gonna do that another day. I don't even want to start that. The longest part, it was extremely time consuming, because I mean, if you look in there, every single one of those rivets, I gotta take a chisel, you gotta break it off and pull all your stuff down. Then I gotta go back with a grinder and grind off the little nub. Then I gotta go back with a pin punch it out. And some of the holes, I thought that the rivets I was using were 3/8, and they basically are, but some of the holes in there are just a tad under, so then I have to go through and re-drill every single hole. I think there was 2, 4, 6, 8, 9. I think there was 10 on the top, 10 on the bottom, and I don't know how many on the side. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, and 19 down the side. So And then this one I'm going to have another 19 down. I got a second side to do on that. So my this is my property, my cabin property. I didn't come here thinking I was going to stay the night tonight, but I still got a couple hour drive home, so I'll come back in a day or two and start that one. It should go a whole lot faster now that I know what I'm getting into. But let's see, what else can I show you guys? I'm kind of rambling. I ain't the best video maker, but I'm trying to at least give you guys some information, because I had absolutely nothing, and I looked for a long time on how to do this. If you buy new gaskets, you're either going to get what I got, and I didn't order these. The container yard ordered these. I did see a pair on Amazon that are all one piece. They were like 115 bucks per side. You have to order it for left door or right door. I don't, when it comes to stuff like that, I'm always cautious about Amazon or ordering China stuff. I'd rather at least go through a professional company to get that stuff. If you guys do, keep in mind I would specifically request the one-piece gasket rather than the strips. Let me show you kind of how I made the strips work here. So if you guys can see up there in the corner, I had, first I did the top piece and I let that stick over. Then when I did the side, I tucked the side under the top. So picture like roofing tiles. Then I silicone that up, and then coming down here onto the bottom, I kept, sorry guys, I kept the side long, and then I ran the bottom piece under the side and then silicone that all the way across the bottom. Then moving over here on the top and bottom, I left this a little bit long because, now here's the inside of the next door. When it closes, this lip, picture my finger being that gasket, that's gonna be overlapped by this part, and I'll end up doing the same thing on that side. Like I said, if you have an option, get the one-piece gasket. That would be much better. That's what I thought I was getting, but it had already been such a nightmare dealing with that company. I just figured I'm just going to take what I got and I'll make it work. I don't want to try and return something that I got for free, and they kind of screwed me twice both times. So nothing good's going to happen the third time. So anyway, its purpose is going to work. When I shut the door, it's nice, tight. Those old seals, when they get really hard and brittle, they're not really flexible. See, here was some of the bottom stuff, and you can tell it was, these things should just peel and flop right off, but those things just crumbled. You want your seals good and flexible. So I'm assuming these seals will probably last my lifetime. The other thing too, I was kind of thinking, because I had my riv nut kit, I wanted to put these in. They're kind of like a rivet, but they have a little threaded insert on the inside. So they'd be like that. Then I can just run a screw and I can have that whole thing serviceable if I ever need to do this again. But like I said, when I got started, I had zero information and I couldn't find anything on like what size hardware I needed. But then when I popped one off, it was a 3/8. But I had a whole bunch of those rivets. Riv nuts are a little more expensive, but I don't know. I guess that's just kind of my OCD thing. I would have liked to have had it serviceable, but honestly, I'm probably only going to do this one time in my life, at least on this container. So I don't know. There might not really be might just be a waste of hardware doing that. I really don't see myself doing this again on this box. Anyway, I guess I rambled on enough. I hope that helped you. I hope that gives you an idea of kind of how to replace your door seals.